Are you struggling to combine dynamically generated elements with hard-coded ones in your Flutter game? You're not alone. This is a common challenge many developers face, and today we're going to tackle it together. I totally get it. It can be frustrating when you have a dynamic grid of tiles, but you also want to add fixed widgets like text or buttons. It feels like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? You're definitely not the only one who has faced this issue. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user asked, how can I combine my dynamically generated grid with fixed widgets in Flutter? They shared their current approach, which involves creating a larger list and copying elements over. Sound familiar? If so, let's explore some better solutions. So what's the issue here? When you generate a list of widgets dynamically, it can be tricky to insert hard-coded widgets without complicating your code. But don't worry, there are cleaner ways to achieve this without the tedious copying process. And stick around. By the end of this video, you'll have a much simpler method to combine your dynamic and fixed widgets seamlessly. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. To combine dynamically generated elements with hard-coded widgets, the user can utilize a single list to hold both types of widgets. This approach simplifies the process and avoids the need for copying elements multiple times. First, the user should create a new list that will contain both the dynamically generated tiles and the hard-coded widgets. This can be done by initializing an empty list before building the grid. Next, while building the grid, the user can add the dynamically generated tiles to this new list. After that, they can append the hard-coded widgets directly to the same list. Finally, when returning the list of widgets, the user can simply return this combined list. This way, both the dynamic and hard-coded widgets will be displayed together seamlessly. Fun fact, did you know that Flutter was created by Google and is used by companies like Alibaba and BMW? It's a powerful framework, and you're on your way to mastering it. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggested by another user is to utilize the grid view widget. They recommend creating a tile widget instead of using the build tile function. This method can help clean up your code and make it easier to manage your layout. Now, let's shift our focus to a different response. An alternative solution suggests using the spread operator to combine dynamically generated widgets with hard-coded ones. You can create a list of generated widgets and a list of hard-coded widgets, then combine them into a single list using the spread operator. Here's a pro tip. Always keep your widget tree organized. It makes it easier to manage both dynamic and static elements, leading to cleaner and more maintainable code. And there you have it. You now have a much simpler way to combine dynamically generated elements with hard-coded ones in your Flutter game. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks.